Yo, what's good, boys? I don't know why my voice sounds like that. Forget about it. So, boys, let's just get straight to this. This video is gonna be a long one, so no intro and no stuff. Just gonna be a straight video, just like the old days, right, guys? Right, right. Okay, let's just. After Naruto defeats Kabuto, Orochimaru tries to blitz him, but as soon as Orochimaru gets by Naruto's face, Naruto charges up a Rasengan and slaps right into Orochimaru's face, sending him flying into a wall. Orochimaru tries to gets up and tries to bites his thumb and tries to slam it to the ground, but Naruto's already in front of him, using the flying rising mark that he put on Orochimaru's face, using that to kick Orochimaru in the face, sending him crashing into another wall. Sasuke is watching this all go down and tries to help Orochimaru, and Sasuke throws an Amaterasu blast on him. Naruto's whole entire left arm, left arm gets burnt pretty badly, and it's almost to the point where it burnt off. But Naruto cuts his own arm off to make sure it doesn't happen. Naruto jumps up on the ceiling, and and knocks out Sasuke once again. Naruto jumps up at Orochimaru, charging up a Rasengan Shuriken in his right arm, and kills Orochimaru. He grabs Sasuke and teleports to the group, and then grabs and tells them to grab onto him, and then he teleports to Konoha, and then immediately runs to Tsunade. Well, he teleports to the Hokage's office. Naruto goes in immediate surgery to get his arm fixed, basically, since Sasuke literally burnt it off. Sasuke's in jail right now for the crimes of burning off the future Hokage's arm, but it's all good. Sasuke is decharged from the hospital. Well, Naruto's decharged and he has his Hashirama cell arm like he has in Boruto, and Sasuke gets released from prison since Naruto makes them drop all the charges. Itachi takes in Sasuke and they talk a little bit, Sasuke is still guided by hatred since what he did was all Danzo's fault. And Danzo wanted to lead the village just so he can avoid Itachi's wrath. Sasuke decides to do this surgery with Itachi to switch eyes so they can get more powerful. Eventually, Naruto makes a squad called the Akatsuki Oppression Squad, and they go out to hunt down Akatsuki members. They have no luck and eventually come back to the village, and eventually Gaara gets kidnapped, and Naruto goes there and goes to find out what's happening. The Hidden Leaf and Sam wouldn't have a good relationship, but the Sam would only have context in Konoha, since they still owe Konoha a lot of stuff after the, you know. Well, Naruto would rush towards Gaara, and Naruto will put markers down, throw thousands of kunai around the surrounding area, and then eventually Itachi will summon a Susanoo arm and break down the rock. After the other Team Guy would still be summoned to go there, but the squad is going to be mostly Sakura, Itachi, and Sasuke. That's the whole squad. Sasuke and Sakura wouldn't have a good relationship since Sasuke's not really around Sakura like that. Since Sakura was on a squad, but he never really cared for Sakura. Especially if Naruto made him favorites, but Naruto would train Sakura over the time skip. He would teach her some good jutsu, since he is pretty good with good jutsu already. Without further ado, let's just get back into it. Naruto throws a kunai towards Deidara. Deidara, not knowing what this kunai is, he dodges it, but Naruto teleports right above Deidara and charges up a massive Rasengan, killing Deidara. I said Zetsu. What's his name? By the way, I bet you guys are wondering who's gonna save Kankuro from Sorcerer's poison. He actually brings Shizune with him to heal him. I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna be good enough, since she was training with Tsunade basically her whole life, and she would get powerful. She does heal him, by the way, and she does have an antidote. And she's with them right now, but Naruto just throws a Rasengan Shuriken at him. He can't dodge it in time and gets killed. They save Gaara. Chio gives up his life for Gaara once again, and she gives up her life once again. My bad. and Gaara gets revived, and he shakes hands with Naruto. Gaara and Naruto are becoming closer friends since Naruto did have a rough childhood, and he relates to Gaara. Naruto just wants to take Gaara under his wing, but he realizes he's a Kazekage and he has no time for this. But Naruto does give him a kunai just in case he needs help. He leaves eventually, and Naruto teleports away with Team Guy, and they came back to the village. The others, Asuma doesn't die in this timeline since Naruto's with them when they're fighting Kakazu. Naruto powers up a Rasengan Shuriken, goes into KCM, blitzes him, and shoves it into him. Just like what he did in the original timeline, Kakazu is completely dead this time since this is a perfected Rasengan Shuriken, and Naruto most likely has Siege Mode. Hidan Shikamaru still fights him and wins, and Jiraiya goes out to search for Pain. Now this fight, Pain is gonna be, I'm gonna have to make Pain a lot stronger, so it's not more, well, Pain is gonna be naturally a lot stronger. The Akatsuki is completely destroyed, but they send some lower class Akatsuki members to take out Killer B, but they're pretty strong since they're all Kage level, and they beat up Kisame. Well, they think they did, and they just take Kisame's corpse away. They call 5 Kage Summit since Sasuke is missing for some reason, and they take Kisame. They take his body for some reason. They think they take his body once again. They call 5 Kage Summit, and Tsunade. The people at the 5 Kage Summit, they will call 5 Kage Summit, but not majorly right now. A big Shubaku Tensei is heard, and everybody gets almost killed. Besides Naruto, Itachi, since Itachi uses his Susanoo, and Naruto is just durability. He has durability, and Tsunade survives. So now Tsunade summons Katsuyu to heal everybody, and Naruto and Itachi run over to the fight. Naruto already in Sage Mode, ready to fight with his KCM. Well, just in KCM. Naruto starts throwing hands with the Diva Path, and Itachi is fighting the other paths. Naruto starts beating on the Diva Paths, and eventually hits the Diva Path with a powerful Rasengan, one-shotting him. One of the paths tries to heal him, but as soon as he does summon the King of Hell, Naruto jumps up, hits him with the ginormous chakra arm, and just basically pumps him into the ground, killing him. The other ones are basically screwing. They try to run away, but Naruto powers up a Rasengan Shuriken, sniping one out the air, and Naruto jumps up full strength, makes 2 chakra arms and grabs them and slams them into the ground, grabbing 2 more Rasengans and shoving those into the ground as well, killing both of them. I think 3 more. Hold on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 2 more left. 2 of them tries to run away again, but Naruto throws another Rasengan at one, and then eventually whatever the summoning on path was called, he summons a ginormous 3-headed dog. Naruto uses a Rasengan Shuriken to basically chop off his head, but Naruto's running out of chakra and turns back to normal. Itachi summons a perfect Susanoo since he has Eternal Mangekyo, uses a perfect Susanoo to basically shield Naruto from the dog's attack, and Itachi uses his Totsuka Blade and seals away the paths, including the dog. Naruto takes the Diva Path and sticks a rod into him like he did in normal, and fights them. Well, he doesn't fight. Konan tries to fight Naruto, but Naruto just bobs and weaves and knocks out Konan, and he gives Obito that powerful Talk no Jutsu, and Obito revives everybody that was killed. 5 Kage Summon comes in the guards. So now these guards are Itachi and Naruto and the other people. They're talking till they see Sasuke they see Danzo with a green Susanoo slamming a sword into the ground, which a giant drill into the base when it destroys a lot of people. Naruto jumps up, charges up a Rasengan Shuriken and throws at the Susanoo, but He gets smacked away, and Naruto's eye turns into a Sharingan, and he starts scrapping with Itachi, which Itachi and Naruto are equally match. Yo, so we're back. I don't know why. I was gone for like another 2 hours. I was playing the game with the boys. I don't know about 2 hours. I was gone for a little bit, but I was playing the game with the boys. So let's get back to the video. All right. All right. Let's do this again, boys. All right. Let's get back into it. I can't remember exactly where I left off, but I think it was the five Kage Summit Naruto versus Itachi. I think. So let's get to that. Itachi and Naruto start clashing. Naruto summons Kurama, like a Kurama avatar, and they start clashing. Danzo's fighting the five Kage plus Sasuke, then Sasuke would arrive to fight him. Toby will still call the Fourth Shinobi World War, and eventually the five Kage will let Sasuke beat him up, since they think he's a part of Konoha. Itachi realizes what's going on and uses a crow to undo Danzo's influence on Naruto. Naruto stops and screams at the top of his lungs since he knows what Danzo did to him and blitzes towards Danzo, crushing Danzo with his Kurama avatar. Naruto disperses his avatar, but as it's happening, Naruto gets stabbed from the back. Don't take it weirdly, with the sword. Danzo looks at Naruto with evil eyes, and Sasuke sees this, which Sasuke is actually scared since that's his master and stuff, and he already burned his master's arm off. Naruto laughs, smiles towards Sasuke, and looks back at Danzo. And before Danzo can do anything, Itachi's behind him and stabs him with the Totsuka blade, sealing Danzo and Shishui's eyes. Sasuke is shocked how powerful Naruto is. He can literally take swords. Naruto asks Itachi if he can just take the sword out of him, and Itachi takes the sword out. Sasuke's more shocked, but the war still happens. Orochimaru gets revived just like normal. Well, Kabuto's still alive, since Kabuto's at the verge of death. He eats Orochimaru's dead body like he did originally, getting Orochimaru's Toad Sage mode. War happens just like normal. A lot of people are going to be revived. Naruto and Itachi, Killer Bee, and Sasuke are going to be in the battlefield. They're going to be there since day one, and since Naruto has flying Raijin, he can go fight around. Madara has to be summoned way earlier, since Naruto is taking out most of the Zetsu and stuff single-handedly. Naruto teleports. Naruto, Sasuke, Itachi, Tsunade, and the other five Kage teleport straight to Madara and Obito, and they start getting beat up pretty badly since Naruto's there. Naruto gets kicked away by Madara, and this fight is going to be of utter insaneness. Madara's healing factor plus Naruto's healing factor is going to be so powerful that the fact that Naruto and Madara is just going to be beating each other up. Naruto spamming Shadow Clones with Flying Raijin is going to be tough for Madara to touch him, but Madara does destroy his Flying Raijin marks every time he places them. They start scrapping hands until Madara throws a fireball at him, but Naruto catches it with a chakra arm. But as he does this, he gets smacked with another Susanoo. He gets smacked with a Susanoo arm into a mountain. Naruto tries to get up, but Madara uses his divine chakra. I was like divine plated something Susanoo. It's like where he has that four-headed Susanoo, and he just uses you know what I'm talking about. He uses some Susanoo beads, basically those six-path type beads, whatever they're called. And Naruto gets hit with this, and a giant blue explosion happens. Naruto's on the verge of death, but Minato and them would still get reanimated from Jugo and them. Naruto telling them and stuff, and Orochimaru and stuff. Minato, after Naruto gets the Kyuubi ripped out, and Obito becomes a Jinchuriki of the the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails. Obito gets beat once again, but Naruto's on the verge of death. Sasuke and Itachi try to fight Madara, but Madara knocks out Itachi, which he thinks he kills him, and kills Sasuke, which Itachi sees before he gets knocked out. Kabuto still arrives to give Sasuke Hashirama cells, and Naruto still gets his chakra mode. Naruto is way above Sasuke, even with Sasuke getting his amp with his Rinnegan. and Naruto getting 6 by Sage Mode with his true Seeking Orbs. Naruto is about the same strength as double Rinnegan Madara with Rinne Sharingan. So that's Infinite Tsukunomi Madara. Madara tries to get his second Rinnegan from Obito, but he just gets stomped easily by Naruto. Naruto beats Madara. He kills Madara and basically tries to kill Madara, but he just keeps regenerating. So Naruto and Sasuke seal him away. Itachi gets Hashirama cells, but they're not going to be kicking in anytime soon. Itachi and Sasuke and the others stop the war. Sasuke tries to fight Naruto for his revolution, but Naruto dog walked Sasuke, not even having to use his Sage Mode. Well, 6 by Sage Mode. Naruto still has all his true Seeking Orbs in his timeline, and let's talk about Boruto. Naruto and Hinata would get together since there's a pretty big age difference, but I think Naruto and Shizune would get together since they're pretty relative to each other, and I'll just put them together. They have 2 kids, Boruto and Boruto and Himawari, just to give them the same names. Neji never dies, so that means he becomes a clan head since Hinata would probably like it. Hinata will just become a great clan head with Neji, and they'll become the 2 clan heads. Naruto would still hang out with Hinata and Neji, being close friends with them. Karin would live in the village, and so will Orochimaru and stuff, and Naruto would become Hokage. Boruto wouldn't get the Jogan since he doesn't have Hyuga DNA, and Himawari wouldn't have the Barakugan either. Momoshiki gets stomped by Naruto and Sasuke. Well, Naruto and Sasuke, but Naruto or Boruto gets the Karma Seal. It's whatever. I most likely think Boruto's still gonna get the Karma in this timeline, and let's just say he gets it. All the other fights, Naruto versus Delta, Naruto stomps Delta since the Flying Raijin is just hacks, and plus he still has his true Seeking Orbs. Naruto versus Jigen, first battle. So that means like the first battle where they get stomped and Naruto gets sealed. I highly doubt Naruto's gonna be stayed sealed because once he gets hit with those true seeking rods, Naruto will most likely have a kunai in hand ready for that possible moment. And when Sasuke tells Naruto not to die, Naruto says he's not and teleports to the kunai and jumps into the portal with Sasuke, which Sasuke would appear next to Sakura. Well, next to Sakura and disappears next to Sakura with Sasuke, and Naruto gets put in a hospital, and yeah, other stuff happens. Now Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki goes a lot more different. Sasuke fights Ishiki first, but gets pummeled, and Naruto is forced to go into Baryon mode, but before he can't, Ishiki notices that Naruto's power is growing. He starts beating on Naruto before Naruto can go in Baryon mode. A second portal opens up with a man stepping out of it with one Rinnegan in his eye. Itachi Uchiha has arrived. Itachi shoots an Amaterasu towards Jigen and gets burnt by it, but Jigen absorbs it. Ishiki absorbs it and says, "Another Rinnegan." Sasuke gets up and sees Itachi, and Sasuke wonders what Itachi is gonna do. Itachi blitzes towards Ishiki, and Ishiki tries to kill Itachi, but Itachi just avoids all his attacks and gets pummeled by Itachi. Itachi uses Rinnegan and flexes on him. Sasuke and Itachi both turns into the Susanos and try to flex on him, but Naruto is still beaten. Kurama still offers a Baryon mode, but Naruto says now that Itachi's here, they don't need Baryon mode. Itachi tells Naruto to hurry up, and Naruto goes into his Kurama avatar with true Seeking Orbs, and Sasuke uses Indra's arrow. Naruto uses like that 2 double Rasengan Shuriken to like think he did against Sasuke, and Itachi jumps back and jumps back. They get hit with it, and the blast almost kills Ishiki, but before he can, a sword is basically stabbed into him, killing Ishiki. Eventually, Boruto would spoiler warning, my bad, I'm more spoiler. This is, if y'all guys haven't caught up to the manga, don't watch this. Boruto catches up with Kawaki and stuff, and then Boruto's fighting Code. The fight is really tame, but Boruto's losing since he's getting pummeled to the ground. Before anybody can show up. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this. Sasuke doesn't get his eye stabbed out. Just Boruto isn't pushed to that state. And Sasuke still has his Rinnegan and Naruto still has Kurama. Before Code is about to kill Boruto with his arms. Nart, but but Itachi stabs the Totsuka blade through Code and absorbs him. Delta and her little brother, I can't remember his name, try to fight them, but Itachi pokes his little brother, Damon. Yeah, it's his name, Damon, with the Totsuka blade. This has no killing intent, so Damon's ability can't really kill him. Delta tries to fight Itachi, and she gets precognition, and her precognition dojutsu is still not enough for Naruto, Sasuke, and him. She's but the bad thing is that she's gonna get brainwashed Naruto, Sasuke, and Itachi to make them fall in love with her, since her ability only doesn't affect Atsutsuki members and other people. Boruto fights her, and I'm pretty sure she's not a fighter, so I'm pretty sure Boruto can easily win this. But that's all up to speculation. So let's just say Boruto wins for now to keep the story relatively peaceful. The fight would be easy, and Boruto would basically end as a whole. This would wrap up the whole entire part, but I kind of do want to do another part with Amato as the villain. Should I do another part if y'all guys are still watching through this? Leave a comment down below to see if y'all guys want to do another part, and I'm gonna work on the next what if right now. I'll see y'all guys, and I appreciate y'all guys. Peace. Naruto is getting beat up by a weird guy. A A green-haired boy appears by Naruto and says, "Hey, join me. After all, you are a powerful being." Naruto gets up and says, "Yeah, I guess I am," dusting off his clothes and asks him what's going on. He says, "Your universe is being destroyed and we need godlike people." Naruto says he's not a god, but eventually goes with this green-haired boy, and enters a white void. He sees a man, a being with white hair, with golden hair, with long golden hair. It says, "So you're